We used to be a group called the Glue Gang Boys. We used to stay on a farm that was cold. In Cape Town, Tamboerskloof, the old man was bold. He was a prick whenever he made me angry. I used to wish that I could hit him with a brick. Fuck that shit, he helped me so quick since 1999. Now it's 2011. I will repay him until I go to heaven. Me and my sister, we lived there together. Together. There was this one day I'm walking back from my friend's house, Maury. As I'm walking up the street, I was playing with my nunchakas. As then like a small private car comes along, and then the guy out of the car stopped me. It's a police guy. He stopped me. Then he searched me. Then the guy starts searching me, so I don't mind. Okay, there he goes. Then as soon as searching, I'm wearing my shoes. I have like a secret pocket here. Then I tell him myself that, sorry sir, you forgot to search one pocket. As the guy, when he puts his hands in my pocket, then he asks, what is this plastic thing? As I also asked, like, okay, as a person who knows that I've done nothing wrong. So as I got into my pocket, I was shook. It's a banky of ganja. So, and then the guy told me, okay, sir, you're under arrest and all that. They take me down to the station, and then I called Andre, and Andre came rushing down. Then they started talking there, all that. The Andre tells me that they gave the guy 2 pigs to let me out today. And I was like, sure. But like they told me like my life is over 2 pigs.
From my far left here, it's Ileona, my first daughter. Her daughter, my granddaughter Katja. Theo over here. Timna over here. And Lucille. You want? It's a mystery, but Theo is my biological son. I hope.
In 1937 gebore op 'n katel van Eystergebaar.
I grew up Afrikaans, but I've never felt like an Afrikaner. Like, you know, you had to get on an ox wagon and go somewhere. When I grew up on the farm, all my little friends had ears and legs and so on, and we spoke the same language and so on, but they were not allowed to go to the same church as me. And nobody sat me down and explained to me that this is from the Bible and Noah said we're going to do this and what. And it didn't quite work for me. I felt guilty. I've always felt guilty about being white.
Even his father died because I was black. The grandchildren was colored, so he couldn't face it that his child can do this to him, to marry a black woman. He got a heart attack because that was just too much on his heart. It was hard for Andre to lose his father, but his mother also didn't want nothing to do with him. Till now, the kid is 22, so only now she's coming around. He couldn't even go to his father's funeral.
A stranger came in and asked whether he could bring us a 11-month-old baby from the street. And at first it was a bit of a joke because, you know, it made a change from the usual bloody puppies and bunnies that you get. But then when the child came and we worked through the RC and we had more children here, and I noticed that when you throw children, especially hurt, damaged children, together with a lot of animals, the healing seems to be faster and deeper.
What kind of mother is this?
For 3 years we had a registered foster farm. We were a place of safety. Sometimes they brought babies here in the middle of the night that they've picked up on the station and so on. People are crazy. Some really interesting children. But they were all small ones. But slowly, during that time, this idea of the foster farm developed. It's difficult to find one good home for one child. It's more logical to find one good home for 40 children. And if you get grandmothers in to look after the children, you do something about our elders also.
I started to come in this farm 1999. That's when I first came here, and the thing what brought me actually to this farm, because my father was not there to look after me. They split and then they went their own two ways. They disappeared. I don't know where to. So then I found this lady called Robin. It's Robin Pierce. She found me at Garden Center in town. Then she took me here.
I've been here since the age of 9. I basically grew up here. When I first came here, it was like, I don't know, heaven in a way, because there was like a lot of other kids and stuff like that, my age that I understood, you know. And then since then I like just started coming here and I liked it so much. And then I fell in love with a little pony called Moonlight, and he was a stallion, and basically me and him grew a very big relationship. So I started coming every day and all the time after school till like late in the evening. My mother used to like shout at me, "Why are you coming so late at home?" and stuff. But I really enjoyed myself, you know.
If you're a child on a farm, it's easy to figure out whether you want to be a doctor or a lawyer or whatever, you know? But living in a city, you've got no contact with farm life. So no children in the city grow up and say, with this dream, I'm going to be a farmer one day. So growing up with animals in a foster farm like this, you come into contact with animals, and when you move out of the city, because we need more farmers, we need more people out there.
Skytjie roei, skytjie met sy noordkapper, skytjie met sy noordkapper, skytjie met sy kroeg. Dan gaat ons weilers weer aanlopen om de noordkapper.
The angels do work overtime here, but we've been here for 16 years. We've had a lot of children here, and still children coming here daily. And we've never had a problem. The geese are gentle. I mean, any of the animals or birds or act aggressively goes into the oven straight away. So it's the law of the meek here, meek and the mild, not the law of the jungle anymore. We went to Oudtshoorn for the KKNK in 2007, and we set up this lager there. We had an ox wagon and 2 bell tents and a fireplace and so on. I was really astonished by the Afrikaans lack of empathy, the lack of shame. It was, you know, these big fat Afrikaners with these big boobs coming along was telling you the Afrikaner worked his fingers to the bone, he sweated and he toiled until he built up this country and you could be proud of it. Look at it now. And then you say, well, it was handy that we had the slaves and the underpaid. No, the Otto's wil net gesyp die hele tyd, and the Kaffirs are sitting with their hands out. Over and over, that same bloody story.
Nou sekke boer met my voortrekker roer, my osse was sweep en aan.
I was talking to this big farmer with these 2 tall blonde sons, around about matric age. And we were talking about the problems in the country and so on. And Theo came along to ask for something, and he called me Papa. And then when I gave him the R5, he ran off, and the farmer said, "Oh, you adopted him?" I said, "No, that's my son." He said, then he repeated himself. He obviously thought I didn't hear him, and he asked me whether I adopted him or just keeping him. I said, "No, that's my blood, that's my son." And he turned to his 2 sons and said, "Kom, dis nie ons plek nie." And they marched out. And but there was a lot of it. The one evening they drunken oafs threw stones and beer bottles at us. Because when we arrived there with this ox wagon and our beards and so on, everybody assumed we were AWB. So we came rushing in, and when they realized we were not, it changed, and it became quite venomous at one point.
The people here made me feel welcome. You know, they weren't like, because I was from the city, and most like little kids from the city are like usually very naughty. And I mean, okay, yeah, I was naughty at the time I used to spend in the city. Yeah, so when I started coming here, I don't know, I changed. I saw a lot of things differently. In the city, my life there was like violence and and stuff like that. There wasn't really a place for like a little 9-year-old boy to play. And over here, there was like this big area. You could run around, do whatever you want.
13, 14, 15.
So when I came here, they actually found the interest of animals and all of that, but it was actually quite harmful to the animals once, very. But then after that, I actually realized, nah, it's not right what I'm doing, and all of that. So what I say is, I actually like this animals and what this whole farm has here in town. And if anyone can actually come check the place out, it's quite cool, because you can have relaxed animals in the city, right in the middle of the city, and it's a farm.
I didn't really want to live in the city because too much things happening, and over here it's just totally different.
England's got a big problem with feral children. America has got a huge problem with foster children. In Buenos Aires, they shoot children, street children. So there's a big problem everywhere. And humanity is going backwards. It's actually deteriorating. We're not lifting up. We're not building up. It's the occasional one who rises to the top. We've got to do something about our children, and by that, you do something for the future also.
My dad's brought us up with a lot of different kids. He's always taken in kids, and I think that's shaped me to have a whole bigger family, basically. I'm more open to everything. I don't think I'm closed-minded, and my father has also let us experience a lot being here. My dad is the most amazing person ever. Yeah, we fight a lot because we're both very strong personalities. He's taught me everything I know, all my values. It's difficult to explain something so phenomenal, basically.
I see the foster farms as like primary schools, preschools and primary schools. As soon as a child reaches an age where you can go to high school, we should move away from the city. But we should do it in such a way, not the RVB way, get in a truck and bugger off type of thing. We should do it in such a way that children are really looking forward to it. It's a next step in their life.
Ons het 'n groot wireless-stasie.
I always wanted to be a firefighter. Always wanted to be that. I don't know why. It was my dream. I just liked helping people. So yeah, but when life came up, then I actually noticed myself that I could rap. So it's now just to be a rapper.
I know I just fooled through this floor, under this ball. She told me to me more, but I brought out my taste so. She told me cut me more, but I brought out my taste so. She told me, this bitch is insane. She don't feel no pain. She called up on Miss Wayne. In lucky New XK. I'm dealing with Mr. Wayne.
I think they'd really love to farm. For instance, if I take my son, let's go to town. After half an hour, he wants to come back home. So that for me is, he got actually more than other kids have. Got animals, he's always busy, got a big field to play in. But other kids in flats doesn't have. So while they're happy and I'm happy, I can see they're very, very happy.
I would like to live in a society where we look after our children and our old people. I think one of the reasons, or the big reason why our society is so screwed up is that because our values are completely wrong. And our children are not growing up happily and balanced.